Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the administrative and legislative reforms before the revolt of 1857. So moving in this sequence, firstly we will discuss about the Regulating Act of 1773. This act is of great constitutional importance as it was the first step taken by the British government to control and regulate the affairs of East India Company in India. It recognized for the first time the political and administrative functions of the company and laid the foundation of central administration in India. So if we talk about the features of this act, let's discuss them. This act was based on the report of a committee headed by the British Prime Minister Lord North. The governance of East India Company was put under British parliamentary control. The Governor of Bengal was nominated as Governor General for all the three presidencies of Calcutta, Bombay and Madras. Warren Hastings was the first such Governor General under this act. A Supreme Court was established in Calcutta in 1774. The Governor General was empowered to make rules, regulations and ordinances with the consent of the Supreme Court. So this was all about the Regulating Act of 1773. Now we will discuss about the Pitt's India Act of 1784. In a bid to rectify the defects of the Regulating Act of 1773, the British Parliament passed the Amending Act of 1781, also known as the Act of Settlement. So this is the Pitt's India Act of 1784. And if we talk about the features of this act, it was enacted to improve upon the provisions of Regulating Act of 1773 to bring about better discipline in the company system of administration. A six-member board of controllers was set up, which was headed by a minister of British government. All political responsibilities were given to this board. Trade and commerce related issues were under the purview of the court of directors of the company. The provinces had to follow the instructions of the central government and Governor General was empowered to dismiss the failing provincial government. So this was all about the Pitt's India Act of 1784. Now we will discuss the Charter Act of 1793. Basically in this act, if we talk about its features, the main provision of the previous acts were consolidated in this act and provided for the payment of salaries of the members of the Board of Controller from Indian Revenue. The courts were given the power to interpret rules and regulations. After this came the Charter Act of 1813. Trade monopoly of East India Company came to an end. The powers of the three councils of Madras, Bombay and Calcutta were enlarged. They were also subjected to greater control of the British Parliament. The Christian missionaries were allowed to spread their religion in India. Local autonomous bodies were empowered to levy taxes. Now comes the Charter Act of 1833. This act was final step towards centralization of British India. This Charter Act of 1833. So let's talk about its features. This act was enacted by the British Parliament, provided for the establishment of Law Commission for consolidation and codification of Indian laws. In 1835, Lord Macaulay was appointed as chairman of First Law Commission. Sir James Stephen was appointed as a member in place of Lord Macaulay. Third, the slavery system in India was declared illegal through this Charter Act and was abolished in 1843. The Governor General and his council were given vast powers. This council could legislate for the whole of India subject to the approval of the Board of Controllers. The council got full power regarding revenue and a single budget for the whole country was prepared by the Governor General. Now, the East India Company was reduced to an administrative and political entity and several lords and ministers were nominated as ex officio members of the Board of Controller. Seventh one. For the first time, the Governor General's government was known as the Government of India and his council as the Indian Council. These were the features of the Charter Act of 1833. Now comes the Charter Act of 1853. This was the last of the series of the Charter Acts passed by the British Parliament between 1793 and 1853. It was a significant constitutional landmark. So, if we talk about the features, This was the last of the Charter Acts and it made important changes in the system of Indian legislation. This act followed a report of the then Governor General Dalhousie for improving the administration of the company. A separate governor for Bengal was to be appointed and the legislative and administrative functions of the council were separately identified. The recruitment of the company's employees was to be done through competitive exams, and the British Parliament was empowered to put company's governance of India to an end at any suitable time. So this was all about today's video. If you like video, then please do like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.